What's up guys, Moses here today, and I'm going to be discussing, reviewing, talking about the Schecter KM6 Mark II. Now there are other Keith Merrow signatures. I know there's some more recent ones that are really fantastic, and the previous ones are also really good. They just have different finishes, pickups, and I just believe this Mark series is fantastic because of the whole natural look to it. But I'm going to be discussing the features first before I talk about, my opinions about this instrument. So one quick last look. It's very nice. I really like this guitar. Check that out. This is carbon fiber. I don't know if it's real carbon fiber or if it's etched, but the cavity plate, that's pretty cool. So the specs are 24 extra jumbo frets, stainless steel extra jumbo frets, ebony fingerboard. The inlays are reverse circles and they're offset. First 12 frets are more along the the lower side of the strings, and as you gradually go down the neck, they're on the higher side of the strings. So when you're playing leads, it's more I guess you could say ergonomic. It's more convenient to looks, just to make sure you're not getting lost. And for rhythms, they're more up here, so you're not, you could just find yourself along the neck much easier, and it's more convenient in my opinion. And it's a nice touch to the guitar. It gives it this nice like modern type of look, and it makes more sense to have it in this configuration in my opinion. Now we have two Fishman Fluence pickups. They're active, and these are Keith Merrow's signature pickups. And I never tried these pickups before, and once I checked them out, I really dug them. They're active, but they don't feel like a complete very hot compressed active pickup. There's a lot of warmth to it, but there is it's very modern sounding. And of course, like other Fishman pickups, there's two voicings, so all the way down you get a modern type of tone, and when you pull it up you get a more like a passive warmer. It's just convenient to have both. You have two cool voicings, you could get some unique sounds out of it, and that's something I dug really well. And of course you have a three-way pickup selector, and then I really like this knob. It just feels good. I forgot what it was called, but it's O something. Sorry for not knowing what it is, but it feels good. It's very smooth. It almost looks like a little barrel. The grip is great. It moves very smooth. The finish is called a natural pearl, and it's also matching along the headstock. The overall feel of the guitar is a natural satin finish, and it feels really good. Even the neck, the back of the guitar, back of the headstock, it feels really smooth. It's a very fast, very comfortable. It's very silky. This is probably one of my favorite feeling necks when it comes to satin, matte, whatever you want to call it. It just feels really good. And of course you have the flame maple top, and it matches on the headstock, swamp ash body. And now you got something really cool going along the neck. It's a 5-piece neck, so you have maple, then you have two strips of wenge, maple again, and then of course you have another strip of maple. And the neck is also carbon fiber reinforced, so you get just a bit more stability for the neck when you have to adjust the truss rod, but you won't have to do it as much because it just gives it that bit more stability when it comes to temperature changes. And you won't find yourself moving it at all, honestly. You might have to, but it's just much more stable compared to guitars that don't have it. This guitar does have Schecter locking tuners, which stay in tune pretty well. Overall, these locking tuners, whoever you get them from or what brand it is, all it really does is make the string changing process much easier. And of course, there are good quality tuners and bad ones, but these Schecter ones they're decent. They're really good. They do their job well. They stay in tune properly. I have nothing bad to say about that. I have a Ernie Ball compensated compensated nut. So what this does, it makes the intonation a bit more better compared to other nuts. I don't know so much about tuning stability, but I know with the intonation, it just makes it a bit more accurate, and it just makes it in tune all across the fretboard a bit better. It's just a really good playing guitar. And of course, you have the hip shot bridge, And I really like this bridge because it stays parallel to your hand, and it doesn't, your hand just stays so stable and stiff with it. You could play rhythms, you know, you won't get fatigued very often with it because it just feels more natural compared to something that's more elevated like a Tone Pros. I really like those bridges, but I feel like this is just a much more easier playing bridge compared to other type of bridges, if that makes any sense. You just have to try it out yourself. It just feels really comfortable, and I could play for a much longer time without, you know, being too tired. So that's pretty much the specs of the guitar. Okay, so my overall opinions about this guitar are nothing but good things. Now this guitar is about a little over $1,000 USD, brand new, but you can find these on eBay like new or B stock in a really good condition for maybe about $800, maybe a little bit more. But you are getting a lot of quality for what this guitar really is. These Schecters are made in South Korea, where a lot of the really nice Schecters are made, like the Hellraisers and what used to be the high-end LTD, you know, deluxes. Now they're in Indonesia, but these are still being made in South Korea, so the quality is just so much better. The build construction is really well. The playability is fantastic. The feel of the neck is just really good. I forgot to mention that it's a compound radius neck, similar to a Jackson, but not completely like a Jackson, obviously. So it is 12 to 16 inch. But the thing is, it's a little rounder on the first couple of frets, and then it flattens out, so it makes, you know, the shredding and all the noodle doodly things much easier and comfortable, in my opinion. A lot of people might not be into it, but it just makes a little bit more sense. And the shift between, you know, those two radiuses isn't too drastic. It feels really natural. What I really liked about this guitar is just the tone. You get a really nice modern tight tone, whatever amp you're using. I hope it's a good one, but even then, like, the tone is just really good. It's punchy. There's a lot of dynamics to it, and it doesn't sound compressed. And the two voicings of this guitar are, you know, the possibilities of getting different tones are limitless. Well, it's up to you. Even though it's just a single volume pot, you could still get a lot of, you know, tones with this instrument. And it's a really nice looking guitar. I mean, the swamp ash, the natural finish, you feel the grains on, well, of the wood along the neck and the guitar. It's just really nice. The flame maple finish on top, on the headstock as well. It's just a really well made guitar. It's very fun to play, even for solos. I mean, yeah, I usually use Floyd Rose guitars for that, but I feel like this guitar does it just so well. Everything is just really smooth. I'm just really impressed with this guitar. You know, it's obvious that, you know, it's going to be a great guitar because Schecter makes really good instruments for the price. Even though this is a little bit pricey, but it's really worth the price because of how well it looks, and most importantly, and how it sounds and feels. And I couldn't recommend it anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys subscribe. Please subscribe, it would help out a lot. Let me know what you guys think about this guitar. I might do a new video about these pickups because I feel like I should tweak with them more to see, you know, the differences and understand, you know, the changes a bit more than I did when I first got the guitar. And yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day.